This is a demo of some of the thematics tweaks in the latest versions of SpatialXL. I've loaded a comma-separated value file here of retail outlets. I've put on a color theme, and the theme is based on the trade channel. What we're going to do is we're going to be filtering on this data, and while we're filtering, we would like to know the number of items in the category and how much are filtered. This can be done by just doing our column chooser here. You can bring in, there's a total count, which is the total number of items in the category. And then we've got this new item here. It's the number of visible items in that category. So here you can see them here. Now, what we can do now is when I filter on this side here, so for example, I'm going to filter for just the Eastern Cape. You can see here that the visible count changes. If I filter on maybe just a town which has less items, maybe let's go for Aberdeen, see a whole, there you go, you can see that a whole lot of these have got zeros in. Sometimes when you are filtering, you might not want to see the categories here with zeros in because they just cloud the big picture. So what you can do is you can set a filter, and you can say if the visible items does not equal to 0, then we're going to show it. And the filter will shrink. The list will shrink. If I now clear my filter, the items come back. And depending upon where I filter to now, the items will adjust themselves based upon being visible. So let's look at Bedford View here. You can see Bedford View doesn't have an airport, but it has these other items here, and they're the totals for it. So this gives you a very nice way to be able to browse your data and get a feeling for the categories that are available depending upon your filters. As I add items here, you can see they come in. The filter here in the layers is visible at the bottom here, so you're always aware that you are filtering them. If you can temporarily turn off that filter to see everything. Maybe you want to actually physically turn off that for later, you can by just putting it back on. Else, let's reactivate the filter and it goes back. There you go, so there's a little tweak, an extra little tweak on the thematics when you are filtering your data to get an idea of counts and how many items are involved in the various categories when you apply filters.